One of the most disturbing trends today is the conflation of Jews living in the EU with what is happening in the Middle East. Holding Jews collectively responsible, attacking Jews in Europe for what is happening elsewhere is not only totally unacceptable, it is deeply anti-Semitic.
People keep reducing Jewish life to Israel and the Shoah, and neither of those is resolving the old and new problems of anti-Semitism and an actually suppressed Jewish life.
Well, I would say that most of us, non-Jewish persons, we just give it for granted. We believe that being a Jew is easy, that living your Jewish life is something normal and natural, and it should be, but sometimes it's not.
I think one of the biggest misunderstandings is that Jewish life in Europe, and probably more accurate in Spain, is mainly religious or somehow completely separate from society. But the reality is that Jewish life is incredibly diverse, culturally, socially, politically, and very much part of everyday European life.
I think there's a tendency to look at Jewish life in isolation, whereas I think what is really important is to look at it as part of the social and cultural fabric of the European society. We are citizens of this continent, of the European countries, and I think the Jewish contribution in history to the European society should be acknowledged in conjunction with the respective histories of the continent.
I do think that the picture and the idea of Jewish life in Europe is still very strongly shaped by anti-Semitic ways of thinking, by anti-Semitic tropes and myths. I do think that a lot of people imagine the Jewish community to be rich and to be mighty and powerful, to have influence, and the reality is that a big part of the Jewish community today lives under very difficult conditions, does not really have that power that we always assume to have.
I think the most misunderstood conception about this is that they lived a secluded, isolated life. But actually, they were very much part of the general society, contributing through commerce, traditions, values, culture. And this is a very meaningful way to look at the Jewish life within Europe, not from its margins, but in the middle of it and contributing to it.
A common misunderstanding about Jewish life is that anti-Semitism is already well understood and effectively addressed. But fraud data shows a different reality. Many incidents go unreported and responses vary between countries. That creates blind spots, and those blind spots can be exploited, included by actors spreading disinformation and division.